We're best friends with horses now, but that story used to be very different. In fact, we hated horses. We would hunt them just because they were faster than us. But along the way, we would become great friends, and it all started 4 million years ago. Back then, the Equus roamed North America. However, America was very different back then. It was also very boring, so the Equus would leave across the Asian-Alaskan land bridge. They would then evolve into 3 separate species: the zebra, the donkey, and the horse. However, some of the Equus decided to stay in North America until around 11,000 BCE, when they went fully extinct due to climate change and possibly being hunted by humans. Lucky for them, their legacy would be carried on through the essence of the horse. During 300,000 BCE to 3,500 BCE or 3,500 BCE, humans would hunt horses for their meat, since their meat was high in protein and rich in fatty acids. It was also believed that ancient humans hunted horses also because the horses were so fast that the hunters dreamed of keeping up with them, and eating their meat would allow them to do that. As seen in this quote,
ancient humans might well have prized horse meat because horses could run so fast, and hunters dreamed of keeping up with them.
Humans got tired of hunting, so they would start corralling horses, with 2 to 3 young colts being butchered and then eaten as winter neared. There's even proof of this corralling with archaeologists who evacuated the steppe in Kazakhstan, and they found animal remains dating back to 3,700 BCE that provides evidence of corralling and butchering separate from hunting. Around 3,500 BCE to 3,000 BCE is when humans started to herd horses. This mainly happened in Kazakhstan, but it was mainly focused on capturing, milking, and herding the wild horses, but it didn't directly lead to the modern horses we have today. It was also difficult for horses to stay in these herds, so most of the time they would roam the steppe freely. This would lead to some of the smarter horses making the great escape and never returning. To counter this, herders would tether one of the horses' foals near their settlement, so eventually they would have to return to succor their foals. Then, in 3000 BCE, people took control of horses and started riding them. Horseback riding was important for herding large amounts of animals like sheep, cattle, and goats. There's evidence to show that kids were actually the first horseback riders, since it was easier for the horses to carry the kids' lighter bodies. The kids also didn't mind the crazy movement of the horses, and Mongol toddlers still ride animals like foals, sheep, goats, and calves to this very day. It's likely that early horseback riders used horse ropes fastened around the horse's face and behind their ears. After we started riding horses, we would start to become better friends with them, especially during 2200 BCE to 1800 BCE, when real horse domestication really started. Methods around this time for domesticating horses varied, like how some foals were captured and then raised to be docile and human companions, while the adult horses were slaughtered for the meat. Horse milk became a common item in the herder's diet, since it had more protein than cow's milk, and it's still an important item in the Mongol, Kazakhs, and Kyrgyz diet. Horses being domesticated didn't happen across the whole world at the same time, but it happened around that time frame. After all that, in 1500 CE, the modern-day horse stepped into North America for the first time in a while. Pretty cool, huh?